certainly Season 22, Sniper was picked up quite a few times, and almost entirely by Extreme Gaming. They picked up the Sniper 9 times. Team Liquid picked it up once, and Team Spirit picked it up once. So apparently Extreme just really like Sniper. So there you go. Maybe getting influenced by the by that Chinese team just over the sea.
I think as well. In
I really want to know what he said now.
I like, you know, like when people ask you about like what superpower you'd want in life, mine would just be able to understand every single language. And I know that's a superpower that you could literally teach yourself and is actually available in life, but like,
but you don't want to put the effort in.
I feel like I'm just like 27 years too late.
30 seconds to battle.
You're not 27?
I am. I should have started from birth at trying to learn languages.
Okay, all right, that's ambitious. Damn you, parents.
Why couldn't you have been born like 1,000 miles in a different direction? Or I've been born, sorry, not you've been born. Okay, both teams posturing at the rune. Will we actually see any deaths? It's so rare that we see big fights. Maybe the odd kill or two, but that's about it.
Drafts, I don't think. Everyone just likes to split up these days, don't they? You know, have a bit of a kerfuffle. Talking about a kerfuffle, Carlo, Gabby, beefing it out right now. Insanity, currently the highest hero damage in the game on the Lifestealer.
Oh, and you can tell Carlo used to play for Blacklist, by the way, because his sponsor is still Blacklist sponsor.
It's still rivalry.
It's too soon.
That's value for them right there. They're like, hell yeah.
Right.
Oh, boy. Maybe he's still contracted, who knows.
I think
middle lane, we are going to have, of course, the Sniper versus Puck matchup. Very exciting here. Sniper's going to shoot the Puck a bunch of times. Puck's not going to like that too much.
It's a really hard lane for Puck, like an incredibly hard lane. Like Puck has 1 armor. Sniper, of course, has very good attack speed. And once you get to just a little bit of a level, advantage, I say a level advantage, more like maybe level 2, level 3, you can stand on that high ground, keep the Puck at half HP, and just threaten him a lot. Of course, the caveat is, if any hero comes to mid lane, the 600 HP Sniper will just die if Puck has a little bit of resource. So we got to keep an eye on how aggressive they are. And speaking of Team Darling players still sporting the Blacklist banners, Raven also has it. So there are actually 7 players sponsored for Blacklist in this game.
Yep, man, that's some sponsorship value right there. Jing trying to interrupt the pull-up here, unable to do so, though. So that's a big win for MJZ. Drag that one across. And now bullying this Batrider, who's just really not getting much of a look in on this lane, honestly. MJZ is just destroying him. Brain stab, what an ability.
Yeah, been one of the best supports over time at being able to just lane secure
the
himself.
Bottom side, damage coming through, and with the Fate Bolt, they'll finish the job. Down goes the Hoodwink. First blood coming for Carlo down to the bottom side. Stepping a little too close to that Lifestealer, and with Ghoul Frenzy, it's no joke.
Well, it's a lot of slow. It's what, 15% slow level 1. And poor old Arbed in the mid lane. Like I said, this matchup is very, very good for Sniper. He's hit 3. Yeah, he's gone for 2 points headshot. I am interested to know if Yahweh goes for any points in Shrapnel. I see some mids just fully ignore it when they want to play on their right clicks the entire time.
Oh my god, it's so obnoxious.
Yeah, look, level 3, stand on high ground. It is very refreshing though, because Puck players, they've had it good for so long. Like, I'm happy that we're seeing some Sniper picks, some real some nuisance picks to annoy them.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, Sniper is far and away the most flexible hero in the game right now. Like, he does his yoga. He can play from behind absolutely fine. So you don't have to worry too much. He can play from in front, obviously, really, really well. He does loads of magic damage. He does loads of physical damage. He can carry you. He's good early. He's good late. Like, this hero is a little bit too bread and butter for me right now.
I got scared. You said flexible. I was like, no, man. Do not talk about position 5 or 4 Sniper. Please,
position 5 Puck is really good as well. Ooh,
yeah, okay. That's fine. I can live with that one. Like,
I mean,
even
it might
Jing,
be, but then why would you not play it mid? Because it's so powerful, you know? It's like, you're just griefing yourself, so we'll never know.
I think it should just be a mid at the moment, but it's a very strong mid for like what it
So
does.
strong.
I'm not opposed to taking the
It's,
occasional
I just look at the meta and I see, like, as soon as heroes like Bane start emerging, like your safe lane might be happy, but then suddenly all the other lanes are going to start thriving on their greediness because Bane can't walk to mid and kill. Like, yes, he can nightmare, but Bane needs like the length of the lane to feel good, to set up the kill, to buy that additional 5 seconds of chase down the lane. Like, as soon as you move to areas of choke points, unless you have ultimate, you're just not really providing anything to a gank. And of course, it will enable certain players to try and push the boundaries a little bit on what they can pick and what they can go for. So far, the game, it's been very quiet. Other than that one death in the bot lane, everyone is just hitting creeps. We've got most cores about to get into that kind of 20 CS mark. Any stacks being made up? No, it's too early in the game. Actually, some on the Radiant side.
So Carlo pulled for Densanity and then went to get the water rune, and Gabby and Tim just tried to pressure Densanity under the tower, like Centaur and Hoodwink just right-clicking him, using spells on him. He got every CS in the tower. I just want to point that out for him. So, well played, Lifestealer. Just chilling without his support there and doing absolutely fine. Of course, good hero to be able to just chill under tower with. Oh. Gabby faking out the stun and getting the rage out from Densanity, but it doesn't matter. He's going to go down regardless. Too much damage coming out from that Lifestealer with the Feast. 2 points in Feast, 1 in Ghoul Frenzy. And that's all you need.
Yeah, I think right now, if you're a Blacklist fan, you should be just a little bit afraid. Like, the way that the trajectory of this game so far, it's like, it feels like Darleng are going to be able to dictate a lot. And, of course, combat potential is there. It's not, I'm saying it's over, but at least we will be expecting Radiant to just choose the early game moves, and we'll see how Blacklist will react. And Arbed just he like faked out a phase shift and boom, instantly then with the assassinate.
Yeah, I don't know why he is phase shifting anything other than assassinate, but I guess he's dodging right clicks. That's all I can assume. I suppose when he pops
Headshot ripped through
you
him.
kind of need to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they just used orb.
Goodbye. There comes the silence, but the assassinate's out on Tim. Flame break coming through as well. And Arbed's story is just going to get high, even sadder, maybe? I mean, he hesitates on the assassinate, but Jing still chasing him down. Bottle is there. Right clicks won't be enough. And Jay-Z comes on from the side, and he's actually going to live on the puck. Gets away on 40 HP, and now MJZ might be the one to go down instead. The double balls upon him. Down he will fall.
Oh, those kills always feel so bad. Like this poor Bane, he's like, I'll save you, Puck. Puck lives by himself. He's like, oh my god. The Bane does fall, but yeah, for Arbed at least he survives. Having your Puck survive though in that capacity does not feel good. Like, he's now 15 CS down, 10 denies down on lane. He needs to hit level 6. They need to try and get Dentor level 6 as well. Utilize that Stampede with the Hoodwink going middle. They need to try and find a way to kill off this Sniper. And not only that, it's like if you kill a Sniper, we're still yet to address the problem of the Beastmaster who's freely farming up his Helmadom. The Lifestealer that we see on screen who's happily just clicking through Gabby. All 3 cores of Darleng are just thriving in this game. And I think Sniper just... whoop.
Oh, from downtown.
I could hear off
rotation
camera. I
from
was
the
like,
sniper.
I have no idea which angle this is coming from, but I know at some point he's going to lose his head. And the Wisdom Rune, yes, yes. What are we looking at, Scriff? Are we Wisdom Runing?
Tell us, boy.
Yeah, thanks.
Old man
It's a
Tim's
Wisdom Rune.
stuck
It's
down
1
the
for
well.
1. It's 1 for 1. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, there are a lot of heroes on low XP.
That's what you get, Scriff. You're trying to be a smart cookie, right? To be fair though, correct me if I'm wrong. What's your vibe? Normally, if it's 1 for 1 on Wisdom, I just kind of blindly assume that everyone's accepted it's 1 for 1. I know I should probably say it, but I kind of get very cozy. Like if it's like a 2 for 0, I'm hyped.
No,
It's so rare we see that nowadays. Oh, Tim's
beaten up in the river, but yeah, assassinates on him. He's dead. You got to stay in the habit of reading it out though, because otherwise, you know, it's like you could miss it in the future. So you just got to keep sharp. That's why Script's here for us. Now taking some stacks on Jing and Carlo. But Gabby comes in and Flame Break. Not quite going to be enough to really secure anything for them. Arbed and Gabby able to take the majority of those, so all is good. Well, it's not. Arbed's getting owned, but he's got level 6 now, and he's got himself a Dream Coil. He wants to make some use of it, so he's going to smoke up with Tim's, head up to the top side, and see if they can find themselves a Beastmaster. But Beastmaster says, something doesn't taste right up in the air. And
yeah, really no
gets
scan,
himself
yeah.
on the tower.
I mean, they also have vision, to be fair. So they have a ward north of the mid-tier 1 tower. So they saw the smoke. They throw the scan just to double check to know the angle of the movement. But nice ward, nice scan. Arbed just can't get anything to go well for him in this game. And like, it is a very sniper-favored matchup. We do expect these proceedings to be occurring. And oh, MJZ, you looked mid. Okay, nightmare dodge. All right, yep.
Yeah.
We're going to be seeing some of those. That'd be cool.
Yeah. He also had a healing lotus as well, so I was confident he'd be okay in that one, but
it's more like you just this sniper. As soon as you come to mid lane, if he sees you and he just wants to get you out, he already puts you low. And Gabby also getting put low a little bit if they were to commit harder, but they decided not to.
Yeah,
it feels like Blacklist are
double
desperate.
ring of protection and helm of iron will, so taking down this Centaur Warrunner is no longer an easy task.
It does feel like Blacklist are trying to get things going, right? Like they're smoking to top lane. Gabby's playing behind tower, hoping to force out some rotations. Like they're really trying to make some statements in the game. And throughout this chaos of doing nothing, they are at least enabling Medusa to free farm, right? We've not had to talk about her. Palos, 95 CS, 12 denies, only 1,000 gold away from that Manta. Like we've rarely had to really look at her, and she is just completely free farm. A Beastmaster would not really shut her down in lane. Against Medusa, it's more what you do in the team play rather than the laning phase, at least in this draft.
Yeah, but conceptually, Sniper v Medusa is a bit of a weird matchup because Sniper is one of the few heroes which can just outrange her. So will that cause issues for Paulus? And do you think he's going to like amend his build or something to try and fix that?
This game's going to get quite difficult for Medusa because playing against 2 cores is always going to be hard, especially 2 farmed cores. And throwing some like Beastmaster Roar to contain her, the range of Sniper you just mentioned, Lifestealer buying an Aghanims to then disarm the Medusa. And there's so many ways for them to annoy her. The damage reduction of the Rubik Fade Bolt, BQ Piercing Lasso of Batrider as well. Like, it is not going to be a good game for a 4 Protect 1 strategy. And right now, Blacklist and how they're playing, it is going to be a 4 Protect 1 strategy. They are all in right now, Medusa. Sniper Rubik, they are smoked up. They would like to kill this Medusa. I did at some point, but with the bat not being smoked, getting scattered by the Cobalt from the shovel.
Yeah. Jing's in an awkward situation this game as well on the bat where he's like, I want to kill people to get money for my Blink Dagger, but my Sniper's not going to move his ass anywhere. My Beastmaster's not really looking to like move on heroes. He just wants to sit in a lane. Everyone just wants to sit in lanes is his issue. So it's not really that high tempo game you're wanting for the Batrider. So that's going to slow down his game quite a lot.
Like you see from the map spread of Darleng, right? Like they were just chilling across all 3 lanes still. It's 12 minutes in. They're like bringing a couple heroes to poke to a tower, but that's about it. Mid-tier 1 fall, top tower falls. And during the draft, when I said about Lifestealer protecting towers, this will be the demonstration right now. Can he utilize Rage Infest to keep this engagement long enough?
Ooh, here we go.
Nope,
they're going upon him. They've got the grip coming down onto the Lifestealer, and that is a convincing move coming out from Blacklist. They managed to put something together, and their reward will be a Lifestealer in a tower.
And that is the benefit of having a Bane, right? If there wasn't the Bane, then after the Stomp, a Silence, then we're talking like maybe he gets it off, but no, just instantly grip him up, don't care. Don't allow him to do any shenanigans, and he finally does fall.
Yep, great kill for Blacklist. It's going to open up the map a little bit for them on the bottom side as well. Now, there is a response coming, though, from the side of Darleng. Yaoi, Jing, Carlo, 3 Musketeers, moving down to the bottom side of the map. I see it showing on front. Gabby going for the TP out. The Assassinate's coming through, and it's not going to be there in time. Gabby escapes with his life. Blacklist, they get out for free. And again, Jing, Carlo, you know, the supports are just kind of empty-handed right now. They see MJZ on the side, but Nightmare comes down. And that will be that. Yeah, Carlo has spent the majority of his game literally just sitting behind the sniper at mid, and it's looking like he's going to be continuing to just stay in the neighborhood. This is like the flip side of having a Beastmaster and a Lifestealer on your team, is that they just kind of want to chill. You know, Beastmaster was just farming creeps, so he's not really in any danger. Carlo just abandoned him really early on and went to just babysit the sniper at mid, so any aggressive movements they did try to make to punish Yowie for this somewhat greedy pick was already covered by the draft, and that's something which is very advanced, and I'm happy to see kind of Darleng pulling out the bag. Abed, all the lassos, not going to be in range. Abed gets away again. Very, very close, but Abed will survive through it.
Yeah, I gotta give it to Carlo. I'm liking his gameplay in these like slower games. Like when they have this like farming need built into their draft. Like when he played, I think it was Crystal Maiden yesterday. Sure, he died a couple times in laning phase, but the way that he just positioned himself in the river, like he keeps this river, he either plays top river or bottom river, but he makes sure he's playing there just to prevent that smoke, to prevent that movement. And in this game, do you expect a Beastmaster to die quickly? No, he's got Raw. The Lifestealer, sure. If there's a grip, maybe, but elsewhere, no. So I like the fact that he identifies like the weakest link, and he uses his body, his positioning, as that as Palos does. Escape very nearly going down, but
a little close. But
any TP council there would have been instant sniper TP, and yeah, that Medusa's dead, but
yeah,
you're not finding him here. And if we look at the net worth, it is, yep, as somewhat expected. Medusa doing very well. The entirety of Darling farming quite evenly, and then Blacklist, Centaur, and Puck trying to catch up where possible.
Yeah, they're just scraping the barrel, taking whatever's left over, and the occasional kill helping out as well. So, Blacklist, obviously we've seen them make moves onto the Lifestealer with the grip. Surely they have to make a move onto the sniper at some point. But then again, he's not overly farmed on Yowie. Like it's not an alarming amount of money on that.
I don't know if they can make a move though, right? Like, what's the move that they make? They can kill him off, but the way that Darling are playing, they're protecting sniper more than the Lifestealer. So if it's a Lifestealer, sure, he's by himself. That's a simple kill with grip, but the sniper's gonna have a Bat Rider next to him, a Rubik, or at this point, you know, for an Aegis onto the Lifestealer as well. Even jumps inside Carlo, so they're going to maybe do the old, I mean, the very well-known, the Carlo Rubik Lifestealer bait. Yep.
Well, they find the Bat Rider instead, and he will end up dropping very quickly and deep, but the Roy now comes down onto Gabby. Assassinate coming through as well. The right clicks will be there. Then comes the Medusa with the Stone Gaze, trying to hold them back as the grip is out onto the Lifestealer. It's Insanity. He's got the Aegis, though, so he's going to be all right, and it's MJZ will take the fall instead. Paulos TP's out on the sideline, just wants to leave. Tim's, he's not going to be getting out of this one, I don't think. That said, 37 seconds, it's a long time to wait, and it is too long to wait. Goes down as well. The 1 and 2 survive on the side of Blacklist, but everybody else just completely killed off.
Yeah, they're going to need to drastically farm some items. They need something on Blacklist. If they're trying to make those moves, it cannot be at this position of the game. Like, I understand that they need to try and whittle down the Aegis to prolong the game. They don't want to just give them free Aegis, give them free movement. Because, of course, Darling, right now, they're going to hit their stride. They're going to sit behind the Beastmaster, sniper with that aura, hitting from range. Buildings are going to fall if Darling want to group up as 5. So I can respect Blacklist trying to get a quick 5-on-5 fight, but now they're going to crumble as soon as Darling move together.
Ooh. Yeah, MJZ falls again, just trying to get some cliff control. I mean,
they
there's
found
damage
sniper
onto the sniper. It's a lot of damage onto the sniper. Coming as well. Great toss back from Carlo. Not enough to keep him alive, though. The sniper does go down. Carlo waiting Rift up to the high ground, trying to get himself away. The extra range on that helping a lot to get the Rubik into safety. Blacklist,
what a blunder from
they
Darling.
stay tenacious. Yeah, they stay very, very tenacious. They don't give up, and they do find themselves an opening to kind of get a bit of ground back in this game.
Like Lifestealer, he was showing on the bot wave, and then you have Hero showing on the top tier 2. Meanwhile, Sniper's like taking the mid tier 2 fight as well. Like this is the kind of the stack mentality rather than the team kind of discipline shining now for Darling. They're in such a controlling position. Sorry, they've done so much to get themselves here, but that one slip up, that one point in which they play the entire map, what they've been doing for 18 minutes, is what allows teams like Blacklist to find those opportunities. I think yesterday we didn't really see Neon find those punishments, and Blacklist, they're going to need at least 2 or 3 more to feel good, but it is signs of hope that Darling aren't just playing, you know, some flawless Dota this morning, or this evening actually, sorry, you know, in SEA. What is it, afternoon? What time is it in SEA right now? Like 3, 4 in the afternoon?
Second series starts at midday for them, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's afternoon Dotes.
Nice.
And now this is what should have been happening from my idea of post Roshan for Darling. They are still lacking the sniper, but the idea of just be a ball and hit buildings, force Blacklist off the map, force them back to their base, make them overlap their farm and their cores, and this will just make Blacklist struggle so much. And smoking up, running back down to mid.
Yep, leaving as a team. Jumped inside the Bat Rider, who's now got his Blink Dagger as well, so very, very scary Bat. And they're going to reveal on the Puck. Puck already orb out, and he's got a phase shift off nicely as well. Abed should be okay here. Tim's coming to back him up as well. Jing not giving up the goat here, keeping the chase going. Insanity jumps out, pops a rage immediately, just looking to run them down, but can't find anybody at all, so Chase will be left empty-handed, and that is the issue with this draft as well. If you don't catch somebody with that Blink Bat Rider straight off the bat, then unfortunately you're not really going to be catching anybody at all. Raven has no Blink Dagger. That is your only form of initiation, and it is very weak.
They moved towards mid-tier too. As much as that smoke didn't find anyone, it did kind of force Darling to group up as 5 and go, oh, we're together. So there were 4 top snipers mid. That smoke felt kind of a protect the sniper as he shows type of smoke, and we'll see what their approach is now. Of course, Medusa very good at skipping waves with her Manta. Puck very good at being elusive on the map, skipping waves. Blacklist, they have the tools to prolong this game. It really is just on Darling to decide what to do.
But do they have the tools to survive the game, is the question. Like, when they come for that high ground put, you can't stay on map forever. One day you're going to be forced back.
Yeah, just Darling now just move towards bottom. Like, they are just playing just really kind of just stable Dota, right? It's like they take top tier 2, they smoke to their mid sniper, they take mid tier 2, now they're going to bottom. And Blacklist though, they're smoking up now. They feel like Darling's being a little bit too comfortable on autopilot taking these outer towers.
Yeah.
We'll see if they can.
Spurs just picked up for Paulos, so that's the timing they're looking at here. Oh, smoke on smoke. Immediately gets revealed. Great jump in from Gabby. Finds the support to the backline. The Raw does come down as well as the grip onto Gabby here. Controlling him up, but Paulos is in. Trying to deal the damage. The coil is nice as well. Paulos just hitting away at Raven right now. Raven is getting low. Will get finished up. Finally, the grip comes through onto the Lifestealer. Insanity, he's getting so low and he can't get off the rage. He's silenced up, taking down the sniper as well. All 5 dead on the side of Darleng. Blacklist from behind to find the fight of their dreams, T.
What a beautiful fight from Darling. Like the fact that they knew the position because they smoked on Darling. So they saw, like, wait a second, they smoked from the tree line. Instantly, blind centaur blink in, you hit the 2-man stomp. Sniper gets nightmared the entire fight. It was just flawless execution there from Blacklist, and to smoke around, and it really, I think, boils down to, I think Darling was just too comfortable, and Carlo, he shows himself mid trying to push out the wave, and
yeah,
he's going to be able to survive mid.
Now and Darling, so.
But yeah, what a beautiful play there.
No coil, yeah, Gabby initiation, just absolutely incredible, finding the 2 in the tree lines. What more can you ask for from your centaur? And then they find that everything went right. Everything went right. Like the Bane getting the Fiend's Grip onto the Lifestealer, that's another win condition for the fights for them. If MJZ can get that off, then they're happy. They're very, very happy. So, yeah, huge.
For Blacklist, their damage comes through control, right? Like if they can prevent the sniper and mitigate that damage source, then it's like it doesn't feel like they lack damage anymore because they're not having to deal with the overwhelming amount of the sniper headshot. And Jing, again, not having the best of games. We praised him yesterday for being quite a standout player for Darling, but struggling a little bit more against the seasoned team of Blacklist.
All of a sudden, Abed, who was absolutely ruined in the lane, who didn't even know what a creep was until 10 minutes in, suddenly finds himself on a mega kill streak. He's 5-0-4. And that's the thing, right? The sniper can never really convert the pressure he puts out in lane into a kill. So Abed kind of still able to just farm up a streak, and yeah, he's very firmly back in the game.
Yeah, Darling, they will be kicking themselves a little bit with the state of this game, of course. They do have I mean, this game is like, it could... Ideally, I want it to last like 75 minutes. I want Medusa to struggle going high ground for like 3 attempts. I want Darling to then run down mid, take a Rex, but then get wiped. And then Blacklist to run back down mid, but then buybacks and then they get wiped. And then, yeah, I just want this game to be just some awkward stalemate of like Medusa versus Sniper. Like with us to never leave it.
Rapiers.
Yeah. Like,
I think that's my number.
I just think that I just want to be in this game forever, and it has the potential. If Darling are able to execute just a little bit better in their positioning and fighting, based on the last engagement we saw.
That's another thing about Puck, by the way. My last point on why Puck is kind of busted right now. He is, I would say, the best super late game hero. Because there's no other hero who can just throw down a coil and get like multiple heroes caught inside, like just guaranteed insane amounts of damage. You know, if you have like a rapier or something like that, or like a tier 5 neutral, you know, Stygian, something like that, then those heroes are dead. Like, supports are dead. Like, it's so silly.
Yeah, it has a really good toolkit, and Panos also, talking about toolkit, just completed the MKB. They're walking up to the high ground now. If Darling aren't here, they're going to be knocking. They're going to force them back, and this is what Darling really wish they were doing with their lineup. They want to be the one utilizing that Beastmaster Sniper, forcing Blacklist around the map, but surprisingly, actually, Blacklist do fold, respecting that siege potential, and they do.
So Roshan is respawning up on the top side soon, so
it's
actually on Blacklist to start pushing out this top wave. Yeah.
No one's really scouted it right now, and Darling, if they knew it was up, they'd be taking this quick. If a Medusa gets an Aegis in this type of game, it can get a little bit spooky. Like, I think when you think about the Sniper versus Medusa matchup, it used to be, of course, very Sniper favored due to the high ground defense, the range, but because Sniper can use that disperser to kind of run through the headshots, run through the shrapnel slows, then it's not as crazily one-sided, at least in kind of the open map fights. Once you get the high ground, sure, it's still going to be Sniper doing, you know, Sniper things, holding as strong as he can be, but both teams positioning for the top side of the fight. They want to get this Roshan, second Roshan, Aegis and Cheese in play. Whoever gets it should, in theory, have the confidence to be the first team to truly siege the enemy base.
Indeed, and then that's when the game starts to get really interesting, because neither of these teams does it look easy for them to go high ground. Maybe a little bit easier for side of Darleng, but not by much. And once again, Smoke gonna get popped. They try to go for the Lifestealer, but the Rage comes out easily in time. Coil out onto Raven. Raven just stuck for now, cannot get Aurora off. He's popped the BKB. He's gonna break the coil as MJZ is probably gonna go down here. Still alive for the time being, though. He's actually be able to live on the backlines. Never mind, Insanity's upon him with the Infest and does take him down. But now the Lifestealer getting controlled up for now. Paolo's entered the fight with the Stone Gaze, but get entered by the Lifestealer with the Ags. And he couldn't get off the damage, and now Abed backs himself away, uses the phase shift to dodge out the assassinate. Yeah, we're taking damage from those Medusa illusions, though. He's got to be a little bit careful, but it does look like the fight belongs to Darling for now. They control the area, which means they control the pit. Blacklist, it's time to regroup and see what you can do. A little bit low on resources right now, of course. Don't have those ultis. Can they get into the pit regardless?
Sniper has a BKB coming out on Kura as well.
That's big. Slow move forward, starts down to Lifestealer. Oh, Roshan taking a swing at him as well. It's a little bit close with Insanity. He has got an Infest available. I don't think he wants to use it, because using that Aghanims is so important for them. Of course, you get the reduced cooldown. Ying trying to poke and prod, seeing if there's anything to find here. They're backing away a little bit now on the side of Darleng.
Like, the fact that we saw, like, quite a decently sized team fight 3 supports dying in total from both teams. And then, like, you look at the ultimates, they're all back up again. 10 seconds for Stone Gaze. Stampede's available. We're just going to see a whole other fight. Lifestealer, though, he's pushing up mid. Most likely going to be TPing back here. There's no way you fully leave this area.
Yeah. Pretty wild the Lifestealer's backed off, so they can't really initiate on Darling for the time being. They have to just kind of slow it down. But, well, I say that. Jing just goes in and fishes out a Hoodwink anyway. How the hell did he manage that? Blacklist not really responding, just watching their Hoodwink get dragged away and pulled apart. And now Paolos, nice manta. He's got himself the Stone Gaze, gonna have to use it here. Gabby jumps in for the stun, does manage to catch up the Lifestealer, doesn't manage to get the sniper though. BKB's there in time as Beastmaster's getting blasted away at the middle, but Paolos is dead as well. 2 cores dead, the big carry from Blacklist gone. Nice call on the high ground from Arbed, holding back this Lifestealer and this Sniper, but Sniper just continuing to pop away and brings down MJC. Assassinate comes down with a bunch of ult chats coming through as well. Arbed, he's got to be a little bit careful. Another Assassinate coming down onto him, and he's gone. Flame Break finishes the job. Didn't have the face available as Gabby jumps in, gets a sneaky gun onto Carlo, TPs himself out. That will be that. The Sniper and the Lifestealer still plenty healthy, and they will go into the pit and they will claim the Aegis.
Yeah, this time around they found the jump, they got the kite out, and they prevented Blacklist from just killing off the supports, right? Like Blacklist, they thrived in that previous 2 fights back because they instantly killed off. Oh no, Roshan's going for a wander. But like Blacklist, they did so well because they found the Batrider, they found the Rubik, and then they prevented Sniper right-clicking. Like, there's so much pressure on this Bane. Like, he needs to Nightmare the Sniper, he needs to grip the Lifestealer, he needs to, you know, enfeeble someone else. Like, there's so much stuff for Bane to do that, like, there isn't enough control across the board for Blacklist, especially when Darling are actually, you know, really tuned in for the fight. And yeah, Aegis back onto Lifestealer. During that previous fight as well, Lifestealer, whilst he went into mid lane, he picked up an illusion rune. So he had 2 illusions pushing out top, pushing out mid. So not only was he fighting at Roshan, getting an Aegis, he also found, like, you know, 4 creep waves as well. Like, it was, yeah, Blacklist. There were signs of hope, but again, this game, it really just feels like it's on execution. Like, either team, they have the ability to win a fight. It's just on how do they enter it, what's their approach. And of course, with Team Darling, we do need to pause every single game. Unfortunately, Jing does not have the most stable internet connections. Hopefully, he'll be back soon.
Yep, quick reconnect from him, shouldn't take too long. Yeah, I mean, for me, a lot of these fights is on MJZ, you know, like he needs to be positioned correctly. And that's the thing where you need to be close enough to the front lines to be able to get the spells off onto the Lifestealer, but also not too far in the front lines where you're just going to get peeped to death by the Sniper. And that area, which you have to exist in the Bane, is very, very small. Like, the distance between too far away and not close enough is, yeah, it's a small radius. So MJZ's got to play it perfectly. And the last 2 fights, unfortunately, just wasn't really there. Got killed off on the front lines for the first fight. Second fight, just got peeped to death by the Sniper. So,
to be clear, like, this is a really hard Bane game. We praised him in like a previous fight for like what he was able to do, right? But the fact that not only is he trying to Fiend's Grip potentially a Lifestealer or a Beastmaster, right? And then Nightmare Sniper or vice versa. He then has to respect Sniper like you just said. Then he also has to respect the fact that he doesn't want to give away a grip. Because once he starts channeling, Rubik will just steal it, and now you're probably going to lose the fight quite quickly if you do that. So it's like we're expecting so much from him, but also he needs to, during the intensity of a team fight, go, am I close enough to not be to Sniper to die? Am I away from the Rubik, or has he used spell still so I don't give away my ult? Like, am I going to get roared or lifted? Like, there's so many things. Like, this is the type of game where for Bane, if he's like, he has the Philly Stone, right? So if he can get himself to like Aghanim's Blink Dagger, I could see him just going for a just Blink ult Sniper. All right, my job's done, guys. This guy is out of the fight. Like, that is what I would like to see him doing. I see him got Ags and Glimmer queued up, but I think he can go for some big Chad plays if he has the gold. Either way, well, Darling, they move up to the high ground.
Yeah, he's got to do with his base. Insanity on the high ground. Sniper sitting right behind him, peeping away. Tower, it's
nice infest.
Infest into the Sniper. Insanity dodging out the stun with that one. He trying to catch him off guard, doesn't quite manage to do so. Yaoi not really moving an inch here. He's going to sit in his little spot, ready to start peeping away once again. He's got Ancient Thunderhide to frenzy him up at the same time as well.
That's
But in the backlines, Jing, he's matched by the puck. Oh, what a catch from Jing!
the toggles.
Eyes on the middle lane.
And eyes on the toggles too. Arbed dies, Lifestealer and he lost the Aegis during that time as well. Now they're jumping into the back rider.
Yeah, they want a bit of revenge, but they don't think they're going to find it. Mana Snake not quite connecting. Yaoi just continuing to pop away. Oh, MJC dragged down to the low ground. Yaoi just forces himself up to the high ground with the BKB. Chad Sniper coming through. Then Sanity's got the rage in just a second here. He waits, and he goes for Tim. Trying to chase him down and does find that kill. Now moving across towards the Centaur War Runner. Infest not available for another 3 seconds here. Could be vulnerable, but of course has the Aegis, so doesn't really care. He drags some heroes out of position for this one, which he actually is doing. Paolo's got to be a little bit careful.
He
Down
couldn't
to
get
about
the infest
66%
off.
mana as a sniper. Taking heavy hits on the sidelines here. Trying to finish him up, but the cheese is there. Coil don't matter. Sniper's back to full. Once again, firing off some assassinates, and it does so much damage. As Insanity just on top of the Bane again. MJZ gets finished off. Gabby's just gone as well. Yaoi from the low ground, just
Nice
backing
motor.
up his sniper, who's causing all sorts of shenanigans on the front lines. Insanity, Duke. I mean, he doesn't care. He's just there as a giant distraction maker whilst Yaoi does all the damage in the back, and all of a sudden, 3 heroes dead inside the base. I mean, a very unconventional high ground push from the side of Darleng, but it is working.
Oh, I love the Darling draft. I said that, what, 40 minutes ago, and they're doing so much work with it. Like, they finally, I think Aegis and Roshan and some of these calls were the issue, but they got the Medusa there, get a killer off.
Oh my god.
They're trying to
what a
force the
catch.
GG.
Paolo's no mana left. He needs to get himself away. Does get out of this one just about. Stampede's going to help out as well. They'll go for the reset on the side of Blacklist, but whilst they're resetting, whilst they're diving into the fountain to get their health and mana back, their barracks are just falling apart. Gabby, ow. You gotta respect the sniper assassinates coming through, and that might be the end of Gabby. It's not enough damage. But once again, back to the fountain you go.
They're going for Megas, or?
Yeah,
I mean, they did all the heavy lifting earlier to take the tier 2s, right? So now they're positioning here. Cooldowns, only 20 seconds for Lasso, so might just want to wait that one out. Respect it. Of course, AC also coming out from the courier for the Lifestealer. Do they have a smoke? Could we do the old classic fake back and smoke play? Blacklist, they're chasing out the base, so they're smoked up. They want to find something.
Smoke on smoke, pop once again. Gabby is going to be able to connect onto the Ruby. They'll get something here.
Detection?
Sniper still waiting behind, though. They're going on to Paulus. They want to take him down. Nightmare's going to buy him a little bit of time, but it doesn't matter. The damage is coming out thick and fast onto the Medusa. Gabby comes in with a stomp. It's not going to be enough to save him, though. Or maybe it is. Paulus gets off a lot of damage before he goes down. They're going to be able to kill both the Lifestealer and the Beastmaster before they drop it. Yaoi just popping away at MJZ on the sidelines. Triple kill for the sniper. Is there anybody left to stop this madman? Assassinate coming down onto Tims. He's gone as
Rampage.
well. Ultra kill on Yaoi. They just not dealing with this backliner. Only Puck left to defend. Hot barracks up for grabs now for the side of Darling.
There's a buyback on Medusa. Puck, 25 seconds for coil. This is, I mean, Sniper can go for it, but being half HP, no BKB, I feel like Arbed might want to rush back to base, get a little bit of life in him.
Dire's top tower is under
Still pretty awkward.
No
It most
fortification
likely will
available
be
for
a
the
Mega
Dire
Creeps
at all,
here.
so looking like it will be,
Oh, Arbed's TPing in. They go for it. They
go for it. Buy back on the Medusa. They need to make this catch happen. He's got the coil. Does throw it down at last, but Carlo's just here. Glimmer Cape, mech, 4-star, lift, everything for Yaoi. And Yaoi, he's gonna get out. Oh no, now the Medusa buyback. I mean, it keeps their
Oh,
barracks
and the
alive,
Rex.
but
The catapults.
top barracks are under
uh-oh.
attack.
Uh-oh, catapults are gonna mega them. There's no one here to stop it. Down it will go.
Dire's top barracks
Mega creeps gained. So the buyback from Paulus did absolutely
Oh,
nothing.
yeah, look at you, Cardi. Hell yeah.
Dire's middle tower
The
is under
MVPs.
attack.
Oh,
Not the
It
12
does
and 2
feel like-
sniper. The 2 catapults.
like for Palos, he had such an incredible start to the game, right? He had like his Manta, Disperser, and then we see him by like MKB, they go bottom. Like, they tickled this bottom tier 3, and then ever since then, they've yet to find that fight. And of course, Darling, their position, they don't want to let it down now. As soon as they find someone with Jing, they're gonna lasso, blink, 4-star, boots of bearing, drag them back out of the base. They want to get this GG in game 1. Glimmered up temporarily. There are sentries in base.
Does feel like this will be the final for Ark and Blacklist. Maybe Darling butcher the fight, misinitiate, but at the same time they can also just leave the sniper here, force them to come to them. That's the problem with the sniper range as well. He can just do this if they have a vision.
I'll just stop him.
I mean, that's the thing. It turns like what should be Blacklist being on the defensive into actually Darling are the ones on the defensive because they're just defending their sniper. They've got the position.
Dire's middle tower has
Bye-bye.
fallen.
Nice tier 4s.
Yes, the fact that you have like the boots of bearing, you got double 4-star, the glimmer, the mech. Like, there's so many ways to save this sniper that it's not as simple as just one hoof stomp kill. It's as soon as you hoof stomp him, that he's gonna be what 3-4 stars away. Quick BKB though.
Very quick BKB, and Gabby will not be surviving through this. He's gone. Insanity now jumping inside the Medusa as well. Stonegaze will come down. Palos, he needs to get off his damage here, but he's just not going to be able to do so. Even using the Hurricane Pike onto the Medusa to force Palos back and even taking away a good chunk of his HP. They'll be able to catch the Bat Rider on the side, but meanwhile, it's GG. That's it. They use their spells, get nothing for it, and the Ancient will fall. Game number 1, it goes to Darleng.
Quite the game. No, I see their draft, and it feels so nice. Like every hero they